1968, I did this exercise in a very informal way with a group of Rotarians in that same town. I was sitting at a card table, and an older man came up to me, and they started introducing him to me. And I said, I've known him for years. And he said, I remember you. I've never forgotten you, and I've never forgiven you either. I said, what'd I do? He said, I have blue eyes. I said, oh, you're a Rotarian, aren't you? He said, yes, and I've never forgiven you. The man is over 75 years old. He went through that experience for 15 minutes at a Rotary Club luncheon. And he has never forgotten it in 24 years. He is still angry. You tell me about anger. That's 15 minutes and he's still angry.
And what happens in the experiment?
Well, I would you too. That you have those green eyes. That's the problem you're having, the trouble you're having with your daughter. Because you have those green eyes and you aren't as smart as brown-eyed people.
Now I want you to look at something. Look at all of the Negroes. Look at them. Look at how shocked they are, and happy, and entertained they are. They've never seen it. This is everything that they feel and they talk about amongst themselves. Now, but the more important thing, watch the Caucasoids. Watch how throw.
15 minutes and he's still angry.
And what happens in the experiment?
Well, I would you too. That you have those green eyes. That's the problem you're having, the trouble you're having with your daughter. Because you have those green eyes and you aren't as smart as brown-eyed people.
Now I want you to look his hand. Look his hand on this side. Look how stiff it is. He's using every ounce of him not to reach across there and slap us out of her.
Now, watch this boy's reaction. He goes,
you see how he ties up his hands? She understands. She's a psychiatrist. She's a psychologist. She understands these telltale signs. So you have base points, base root points, and when you move these root points, you can read the person. This is what they use at interviews.
Excuse me. Do you think he's a little angry? That fast. You see, white folks are really super sensitive.
What'd you say, Ron? What'd you say?
Brown-eyed people. You just listen. Now this is going to be an effort for you. That's going to be an effort for you because you aren't accustomed to listening. White males are accustomed to telling things. They're accustomed to listening. Now, brown-eyed people are responsible for the fact that you have electricity. Many of the components for generating and transmitting electricity were invented by brown-eyed people. Brown-eyed people gave us our alphabet. Brown-eyed people gave us our numeration system. Brown-eyed people gave us the paper
knows she's
on
not
which
lying. Look
we
at his
write
expression.
these anonymous letters to me that tell me that brown-eyed people are inferior. When you go home, you people do not pray for me, particularly you. Don't you pray for me. Because, see, I don't have to worry about that. All of a sudden, you end up praying for me. Now, brown-eyed people are the ones who originated or who founded every major religion on this earth. No white people have ever founded a major religion. Now, you need to realize the contributions that have been made to society, to civilization, by brown-eyed people, by people of color. I'm talking about people of color here, folks. And most of us are not aware of those things because we live in a racist society and because we are educated by a racist school system that only teaches us about white contributions. And that's a fact. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. If we would start telling